Yes, sir, we're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Marvel Legends Warlock Build-A-Figure Wave Colossus figure review. Let's do it.
Ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini mates, I'm fucking with them. Hype beast, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it.
7 figures in a wave, 8 per case, 2 Wolverines per case. You only need 6 figures to complete the Warlock Build-A-Figure. And a quick look at the artwork on the side. It is the same on the left and right flap. Taking a look at the Russian strongman Colossus, aka Peter Rasputin, out of the package. And I must say this is a solid figure. Solid effort here from Hasbro. This was a figure that I was not really happy about at first because I was not happy about this particular costume choice. I wanted them to give us a remake on the classic costume and help us kind of build our 80s X-Men. But now that I have this guy in hand, and now that I'm actually thinking about how long this particular costume has kind of been in the books, it was actually a pretty solid choice to give us something modern here, and it does actually round out quite a few different ideas and teams that we can do with this guy and this costume. I want to say that a version of this costume was first introduced during Astonishing X-Men, and not Josh Whedon's run, which was an epic run. I always talk about that run. If you've never read it, you need to read it. If you're a young dude watching this video right now and you don't really read comics or anything like that, you need to read that. You need to read Josh Whedon's run on Astonishing X-Men. It is like one of the greatest things ever. But anyway, I'm all over the place. So a version of that costume with like shorts or something was introduced, and then they kept like kind of tweaking it. And then this version that you see here ended up being like a modern look that he was sporting, I guess, during the Utopia era and X-Men versus Avengers, and yeah, pretty much. So that's what you got here, a pretty modern look for Colossus. And if you have absolutely no comic knowledge, Colossus has the power of super strength and durability and stamina. He can convert his regular human form into this sort of like organic steel, and obviously he's bulletproof and damn near indestructible when he's in his organic steel state. In terms of accessories, he comes with the head to complete the Warlock Build-A-Figure, and he also comes with this interchangeable part for Warlock. I guess this will go on his hand. It looks sort of like a buzzsaw. And aside from the face or the head sculpt that comes attached to the figure, you also get this interchangeable head with a bearded look and what looks like a a Gumby or something, his hairstyle. I guess that's really just supposed to be his hair kind of sticking up, but the bearded look is pretty cool. This was something that they surprised us with at the last moment when they released the carded images of this figure. We had no clue that we would get this look as well, so that was a nice touch. And just a quick look at some of the details. I think they did a pretty good job on the paint work here and the costume. I don't really see too many paint imperfections. I like the way they did the gauntlets. They look a little weathered. I like the skin tone, or his organic sort of skin. Looks like gunmetal almost. It looks pretty good. Down to the boots, and everything looks pretty clean here. Like I said, this was a costume that I was not really excited about at first, but really looking back at some of the comics over the past couple days and getting ready for this review, I realized that this is a needed costume for a lot of the things that they've been releasing already, and just a lot of the modern things that have happened. In terms of articulation, the head is on a ball joint. It's actually pretty loose and a free-flowing range of motion on this ball joint. It gets a very good range of motion. It can look down really far and look up really far, and it'll pivot, turn left to right, do a full 360, no problem at all with the head. I think it might sit just a little bit high on the neck, but not really, no big deal there. Shoulders on a ball joint, they'll both come up just about that far. You can do a full 360. You have an upper bicep swivel. You get a single jointed elbow. You get a swivel on the wrist as well as a hinge. The ab crunch will come down pretty far. It'll extend back just about that far. You do get rotation at the waist, T-joint at the pelvis. Legs will come up that far. They'll go back that far. Splits look like that. You have an upper thigh swivel you have a double jointed knee. Unfortunately, no rotation here at the upper boot, but you do get a hinge going back and forth on the foot and a nice ankle pivot. So I think this might be a mold that is unique to this figure. Might be a mixture of a couple of different parts, but I think this is a new mold overall. Still very nice range of motion on Colossus. Few quick size comparisons. You have the Titus Build-A-Figure Wave Nova on the left on the Kid Buck. You have the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Wave Rogue on the right. And I don't want to see you guys put in 90s Rogue with modern Colossus. Read your comics and do your due diligence. Do the right thing. And there he is next to Cyclops on the left on the Bucky Cap mold, and the Wrecking Crew's Pile Driver on the right. And before I broke out Pile Driver, I thought that maybe the molds were similar, but really looking at them here, you can see Pile Driver's shoulders are bigger, the biceps are different, even though where the legs have a little cut on the hips for Pile Driver, they don't have that for Colossus. So Colossus seems to be just a tad bit taller as well, which is cool. I mean, he's supposed to be like 7 feet tall, but I do believe that this mold is unique to Colossus so far. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And there he is with his beloved Kitty Pryde. And I think they made her too tall to begin with anyway. Really nice figure, but too tall for Kitty and Wolverine. And I don't want to see this Wolverine paired up with this Colossus either. Read your comics. So definitely a solid figure. I am definitely okay with this costume now. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of backtracking, trying to read a lot of old stuff and looking through a lot of comic books over the past 10 years or so. And this costume has showed up quite a bit. I totally forgot about Dark Avengers fighting the X-Men and Colossus fighting Venom. So I broke out the old Icons Venom here. And yeah, a lot of options for teams, and we're getting very close to having quite a few different squads of X-Men complete. So I'm okay with this guy. I think it's a solid figure. I think the paint and sculpt and everything is good money, man. I would definitely recommend this guy, and look forward to more reviews from the figures from this wave. I'll be doing them in order, actually, as far as the back of the box goes. So I believe Shatterstar should be next. Keep your eyes peeled for a lot of content from Toy Fair continuing to pop up on the channel. A lot of interviews. I think the interview with Pierre of Mezco just went up, and I'm not sure what'll be next, but we got quite a few surprises. So as always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And you know, I do like interacting with people in the comments, so you know, I will for the most part respond. Even if you say something dumb, I'll probably respond to you. All right, until next time. Peace.